Hey folks, JD here, and today we've got this. This is the Hubsan X4 H107. Now, this copter's been around for a little while, and to be honest with you, I wanted it so we can try and see if we can complete the Hubsan collection that we've been looking at over the past few months. So, let's open her up and let's have a little look inside. So, come on, there we go. Beautiful. Right then, here we are. Got a few manuals here. So we've got the Hubsan X4 manual. We've got how to calibrate the accelerometer. This isn't a GPS quadcopter, but it does have an accelerometer built into it. So a couple of things around here. So let's have a quick little look. We have got one accessory pack, which contains 4 extra propellers and 1 tool. We've got the USB battery charger. Here's the transmitter, which we've seen a lot of this in the past with Hubsan's, very familiar shape. So that's the transmitter, and then of course we've got the quadcopter. Wow, this feels sturdy. That feels amazing. Normally when you pick up a quadcopter, it normally feels as if there's a little bit of movement in the propeller arms, propellers, in the mounts, the motors, and in the body. With this, there's nothing. It's solid. Absolutely solid. There's no give in these arms whatsoever. Oh, absolutely fantastic. Really good build quality. Okay, let's flip her over and have a little look. Ah, look at these. Some nice landing sprigs. So we've got a nice little, about maybe ½ an inch there of rubber attached to the bottom of the engine mount here, of the motor mount rather. That's really nice. Going all the way around, 4 nice sprigs there, so when it does land, it's going to land quite nice and quite solid onto the ground. Obviously with that little bit of rubber as well, it's going to give it a bit of bounce, just so that it doesn't impact and it doesn't crack the plastic chassis either. That's fantastic. That's really good. Okay, so the bottom, as you can see, the battery comes already attached inside this quadcopter. It can be pulled out. It is a little battery, which, oh wow, the writing on that is very small. So we have 240 milliamp hour coming in at 3.7 volts. So this battery is obviously charged off the USB charger. It does take 30 minutes to charge, so reasonably quick time for a quadcopter. Let's just put that back in there. Nice and safe and secure, don't want to be losing that. There we go, perfect, that's in. So as you can see, one set of propellers are already on. We're going in the same sort of alignment as you normally would with any quadcopter. B and A works across the body. So this is already fitted on. They don't screw in, they just push on, and they push on really quite tight as well. And now the body, look at that. Really nice aerodynamic feel to it. Really nice glossy body. But at the same time, it's very sturdy. That plastic is quite thick. Now, as for weight, she feels really, really light. But at the same time, you can tell that it's got a little bit of sturdiness to it as well. Now, a couple of LEDs just sitting around the on top of the motor mounts here, on the end of the propeller arms. Let's see if we've got any power in this battery to see exactly what these LEDs look like. So, oh, there we go. So we've got red LEDs at the back. No need to turn the light off for this. Red LEDs at the back, and we've got blue LEDs at the front. Okay, so there's no camera with this. This quadcopter is purely just a fun quadcopter. There's no altitude hold. There's no camera with it. It's purely just a nice indoor-outdoor nanocopter. Alright, let's put this to one side and let's have a quick little look at this transmitter. So this is a standard Hubsan shape on this particular transmitter, really quite nice. It fits in your hand really nicely, to be honest. It often looks as if, it often makes me think that because of how wide these two palm grips are, that the transmitter is going to feel really wide and really, really heavy. It doesn't. It sits in your hand really nicely. You can get to all the controls with minimal effort. You can get to all the trim buttons and the on and off button, and of course you've got a nice little telemetry screen there as well. That should give you things such as battery of the transmitter, battery level of the quadcopter possibly. We'll see that when we definitely take her out in the next couple of days. So you've got the antenna situated on the top here as well. Obviously don't want to be covering that. Make sure that is pointed directly towards the quadcopter just for best signal range. Although with these particular type of transmitters and quadcopters we've seen in the past, the signal is not much of an issue. The transmitter normally reaches the quadcopter and we normally don't have any issues in that department at all. So batteries. Battery bedo in the back. These require 4 AAA batteries in order to work. So you've got to make sure that these batteries are shop bought or pre-charged, as this transmitter, as you can see, doesn't have any USB charging facility at all. So just make sure you've got charged ones already in there and you should have no problems. So let's put this down. There is an extra bit of paper in here, as I showed earlier, how to calibrate the accelerometer. So this is going to have to be done before any of the flight. So make sure if you are thinking of getting this, or if you have got this and if it isn't flying correctly, then maybe this little sheet of paper here might be able to tell you exactly why. So make sure that this is properly calibrated. I might even do a separate video on that, just to be on the safe side, just should you want to calibrate the accelerometer. Alright, so that's the transmitter, that's the quadcopter. Now we've got 2 other things to look at. One of them is the accessory pack. So inside there, as I say, you've got 2 white propellers, 2 black propellers, which coincide with the get-up on the quadcopter, and also you've got a nice little tool there as well, should you need that for when you're putting on the propellers, just to hold the motor to make sure that you're going to put it on correctly and you're not going to damage the motor and turn the motor the wrong way, etc, etc. So that's a nice little pack there, and of course you have the USB charger. Pretty standard, as I say, to charge this quadcopter it does take 30 minutes, and then you roughly get between 6 and 8 minutes of flight time from her as well. So there we are, this is what's in the box, this is what we've got with the Hubsan H107. So we've got quadcopter, transmitter, little accessory pack, USB charger, and a bunch of manuals as well. So right then folks, thanks ever so much for watching and listening. I've been JD, you've been fantastic as always. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Hello and welcome to all the new subscribers. I hope you're enjoying the channel. So until next time my friends, happy flying.